Well, we got a part two on the old 1967 Ford. So there's been a change since the last video. So last time you saw this truck, we had a starter problem. Turns out it was not the starter this time, like I thought, and I'll show you here. It's still doing the same thing it was doing. And now the starter not wanting to engage. We gotta figure that out. But it's still doing the same identical this stuff again. So we think we know what the problem is. So if you look down here, I watched one of the guy's videos last night. He said there's a yellow wire up here where this ignition switch is. What that yellow wire does is that's your start. That's your ignition start wire. That's what that is. So what I'm going to have to do, and what he showed me in that video, is I'm going to have to run a 12 gauge wire from the outside of that truck to the inside of this truck, and then round it up to the ignition switch. And then that way I'd have straight power coming from the battery to the switch. Now, he showed me that it's capable for a 360 motor. It would work on, I think it would work on a 350 as well. What the truck he had was a Ford Ranger. This is a 1967 Ford F350. So I think this application would work on this style of truck. I think it would work. I chose not to rewire it tonight. I'm going to wait until tomorrow or the next week. I'm going to rewire this truck. Then it's got another issue now. The turn signals are not working. I'll just show you real quick. The turn signals aren't working. I went down here and checked my wiring. I don't think it's my wires from my relays. I don't think it's that. And somebody had this flasher wire connected to that switch right there. And this wire is supposed to go somewhere else on this truck. It's not supposed to be like that. So I believe in what happened is, I'm believing that flasher switch disabled the switch is what happened, or that wire either got deteriorated. Now that was a common problem on these trucks, is that wire can deteriorate over time, and it could cause the truck not to turn over, or either has the symptom like I'm having, where it's just lights are going off and on and it's not doing anything. So I think we know now. And I put the old starter back on, so there's a bit of a change. The starter that I was going to put in it in that last video, it's no good. The stud that was on it is rounded off. I couldn't put it on like that, and then obviously I'd have another problem. So I decided not to put that switch. I decided not to go ahead and put that starter in there, because it would not work for that kind of setup. So I decided not to do that. So what I did is, on the other starter, I took the roller pin out of the other starter and put it in that one. Then I had to put another collar on it because I broke the original collar that's supposed to go on it. I broke it, and then I had to put a brand new collar on it. And now the starter got to the point where now it won't gauge with the flywheel. So I'm betting we're going to have to just get another starter. That's what I'm afraid of. But anyway, I just wanted to give you guys an update on the old Ford. I didn't want to leave you guys all behind. I think tomorrow we got to work on the gas tractor. Tomorrow, I got to get that ready for this weekend. So we're going to get that done, and then obviously I'm going to get back to this truck next week as well. I'm going to try to get this truck rewired as best I can. I want to take all that bad wiring out and put some good wiring on it, and then rewire that ignition switch and see if I can get it to where I can turn it over with the key instead of having to jump the solenoid all the time. So, well, we'll keep you up to date on this old Ford truck. Anyway, I want you guys to hit the like button, subscribe, comment. Before I leave you guys for now, I want to say thank you all for watching me this year in 2025. I greatly appreciate it. This year has been one of those years for me here on YouTube, and I haven't been able to get my videos out to you guys, and I apologize in advance. I'm only going to upload once a month. Our internet just slowed down earlier this month, and we've not been able to get the videos cranked out, so apologies about that, but there's nothing really I can do about it. So I really hope next month I'll have some more good videos for you and all that stuff. So you don't ever know what you're gonna get here on Matthew the Rural Country Farmer. You don't never know when you're gonna get me working on this Ford, or you're gonna see me work on something else. But we will be getting this whole thing going. I'm not giving up on this truck. I know I was going to give up on it at first, but then I decided, well, I might as well keep going and see if I can get it running. So anyway, there's where we sit. I took the ignition cluster apart yesterday. That's where it's sitting at now. I took that all apart. It's down here on the floor. I had to take it apart so I could get to the wiring on this truck, and we'll get it figured out. If it takes me tomorrow, I'll try to get this thing figured out. But I'll see you guys in 2026 for another video. But we'll also keep you up to date on this truck.